Hello and welcome to this edition of Chalk Talk. I'm Melody Swang. We'd like to begin our show today by wishing the very best to three of our principals who retired recently from our school system. Our team here at Channel 13 traveled across the parish to get a few parting words and parting shots from these dedicated administrators. We begin in Slidell at Florida Avenue Elementary with Principal Ramona Carlin, who closes a chapter in her life of 33 years in education and opens another chapter called Retirement. Channel 13's Tiger Edwards opens the book on her career.
In 1986, we moved our family to Slidell, and this became our home, and I started at Little Oak Elementary.
What followed in St. Tammany was 15 years of teaching, 8 years as an assistant principal, and then 2 years ago, Mrs. Carlin was promoted to principal at Florida Avenue Elementary. Just enough time to make a difference on this campus.
2 years that she's been here, she's been a fighter. She has worked hard. She brought forth the AR reading program. We're back in Louisiana today, and from our cruise going to 4 different events.
Today is a very special day. We are celebrating reading success today. We challenge the students every 9 weeks to meet a certain reading goal. This year our theme is Cruising on the USS Florida Avenue.
Adding the accelerated reading program was just the beginning of this administrator's work.
She's modernized this school. She's technologied this school. And I know that's not a word, but she brought this school into the 21st century. She's revitalized this school personally, professionally, spiritually. She's repainted a lot of things. She's boosted up our morale.
Lifting spirits at a school that is very familiar to this administrator.
I built a house on Michigan and 11th Street, so kind of raised my children here in this area, and played on this campus. We played baseball on this campus. So in a sense, I was coming back to the community where I lived for 11 years. And so I think that's been special for me.
As unique a situation as it was important to have a skilled leader in charge.
She's a very fun person. She's a very realistic person. She's a very caring person. She's a great dresser. She always has a smile on her face and a laugh. She has always been there and backing her teachers, listening to them. I roll that all in one ball, and it's just professionalism. And that's what a school needs.
Mrs. Carlin is quick to point out why she loved coming to work at Florida Avenue every day.
A very caring staff, a very loving student body, always willing to help. You know, they live PBS here. I'll tell you that. They live the fish philosophy.
Yet there is no doubt why this educator has spent 33 years on the job.
Because I love being with kids. From the moment I can remember, you know, like a lot of us that teach, we wanted to be teachers. You know, growing up, we wanted to be teachers. We always wanted to teach. You know, I was the one that got the old ditto masters from the teacher in the summertime and played school all summer.
And I'm very sad that she's leaving, but I know retirement has to come to somebody. And we're gonna miss her.
Tiger Edwards, Channel 13.
Mrs. Carlin plans to continue to be involved with the school system through her husband, son, and son-in-law, who are all teachers and coaches in the parish. She'll also enjoy spending time with her grandchildren, painting, and working with a local civic club. At Covington Elementary, Principal Martha Romo joins our list of retirees as she too steps away from a job she loves. Channel 13's Rhett Sharp brings us the story.
When asked to describe her school, Miss Romo pulls no punches.
It's a good place to be. I think it's a happy place to be.
A joyful school from which this principal logged many years of service.
I started teaching here at Covington Elementary, and I taught many years here, and then I became a guidance counselor here. And then in 1998, I became assistant principal at Pontchartrain Elementary. I came back as assistant principal at Covington Elementary, and then that was in October, and in February I became principal.
She's a caring person. She cares, number one, about the children, but she cares about her teachers. And I mean, she's made this place a beautiful place, a place that everybody wants to come to. Martha's done a wonderful job. She's provided the teachers with avenues to expand and to go to all kinds of workshops.
And yet there's a strong side to this boss.
She just has a gentle, kind, authoritative. It's mixed in there. It's there. You know, it's not, you don't look at her and say, boy, you know, she's very strict. She's just a person she's a natural. She's a natural born leader. And she's a friend.
With her students nudging at her heart, this administrator found a way through the tears and smiles to tell us what she'll miss most.
The kids are great. They're writing letters and they're, you know, I miss the hugs. I sent my letter to my parents, and that's what it said. Of course, I miss this wonderful faculty and staff and all the wonderful parents, but the kids, I mean, when you're feeling blue or down or anything, you just go out on the playground or walk the halls.
Along with the fact that she'll miss her students, Ms. Romo also feels that she has kept one tradition alive.
Bill Brady started the term, the best school in the whole wide world, and I was a guidance counselor then, and I really think that he started that path, and I think I just continued it.
She just brought everything to Covington Elementary. She had it all.
Rhett Sharp, Channel 13.
Miss Romo, who began as a student at Covington Elementary and ended her career there as the principal, says she has several trips planned and is looking forward to traveling with her husband. Let's travel now to Madisonville Junior High, where we visit with Frances Shea, whose years as an educator have left a positive mark, not only on the students, but the teachers who have passed through her school. For 32 years and through 5 different St. Tammany Parish public schools, Frances Stafford Shea has served the children of our community. As the school year ends, this retiring Madisonville Junior High principal looks back on her successful career and looks forward to the next phase of her life.
What has been most rewarding is, number one, working for a parish that supports you, and I'm not just saying that. They really have supported us and grown us as leaders. Also, number two, is just getting to know the children and their families, seeing them through things, having them come back as adults. I like when they come back with the fond memories and remind me of the good times too, and just seeing things come full circle.
It's that connection with her students, their families, and the teachers she works with that Shea feels is one of the proudest accomplishments of her career.
Anytime I needed something, she was there for us. I'm just going to miss everything about her. You know, she's just always in a great mood, always personal, you know, just easy to talk to.
We've built a strong team of teachers. I've been able to hire a lot of the teachers over the years that I've been here, and I've done my best to hire just the very best. And from that, you sort of build new leaders.
And as a new leader takes over the reins at Madisonville Junior High, Shea says she wants the next part of her life to revolve around her family, service to her community, and continued service to the students of St. Tammany Parish.
She definitely will go out of her way to help you. I mean, if you need some guidance, she just doesn't tell you what you're doing wrong. She kind of points out suggestions of how to improve. So she's very kind of like almost like a mentor, I would say.
And it's her mentoring that Shea sees as her legacy at Madisonville Junior High.
Good job.
We congratulate these 3 principals whose life of service and dedication to the children of St. Tammany Parish is greatly appreciated and has, without a doubt, made a difference. Let's now shift our attention to a group of science teachers whose work with professionals at NASA Mishu is sending a message to their students about the importance of studying math and science for possible future careers.
The landing gear is down and locked. Touchdown.
The 3rd class of NASA Fellows has successfully concluded an exciting year of professional development. The program brought together public school teachers, university professors, and aerospace program employees in an effort to offer real-world experiences to teachers that can be shared with their students back in the classrooms.
We had 2 weeks here at Mishu. Part of that time was at Stennis. And then with that, you know, they get to meet scientists, engineers, and all different types of people that are working here. It's really interesting because they got to actually see the Orion capsule. They got to meet the crew of the Endeavour.
Science teachers live for this stuff, so it's exciting to be able to say that we met people that are going to be at the space station and working on Hubble.
The goal is that they take it back, the teachers take back what they learned from the NASA facility and also from us at LSU. They take it back to their classrooms and then apply that to their instruction to hopefully help students have a better understanding of the careers.
In the hopes of introducing the students to a variety of career paths.
The bottom line is that they are getting a first-hand look at the possibilities of what's out there for them. It's showing them that there are things, no matter what level of education they're thinking of going toward, no matter what content, those opportunities are here in their backyard at Michoud Assembly Facility.
They see what they do, how it relates to science, technology, engineering, and math, and they take that knowledge back to the classroom and tell the kids how everyday life relates to what we do here at NASA Michoud.
It's very fascinating that they can see a wide range of either being a rocket scientist or someone involved in the trade.
In partnership with Channel 13, the fellows interviewed Michoud employees who talked about the importance of science, technology, engineering, and math skills in the jobs they have in the aerospace field.
One of the goals of the Michoud Education Fellows Program is to give the teachers an inside look at what goes on at Michoud, to see how literacy skills, math skills, science skills are used in the everyday workplace here.
Teachers produced videos based on these interviews to share with their students back in the classrooms.
They edit their interviews into a 5-minute finished product, and these interviews are then shared among all the Michoud Education Fellows, even the ones in prior years, so that they can share those interviews with their students.
The year as a NASA Fellow offers teachers fresh ideas and new experiences that they, in turn, bring back to their classrooms.
Really and truly, the most impressive thing I think with this is just that renewed sense of excitement. If I'm excited, my kids will be excited.
And exciting classes and excited students leads to exciting learning opportunities.
It's been a really amazing experience. I've gotten a whole new sense of excitement that I've been able to take into my classroom, and by us being excited, we can make our kids excited, and that's really what the whole program's been about.
Making learning fun, exploring opportunities, and connecting to the real world is all part of a day in the life of these NASA Fellows.
And 3, 2.
The new group of NASA Fellows, MEF4, is now underway and will start their own voyage of discovery this summer. We now want to highlight recent Fontainebleau High graduate and former Channel 13 broadcasting intern Lauren Zimmermann, who has the power of 9, that is. Lauren will be one of 9 girls featured in a photo spread in the September issue of 17 magazine as one of the new ambassadors of the now famous Milk Mustache campaign.
The 9 girls selected for the Power of 9 campaign were selected to represent the 9 essential vitamins and nutrients in milk and just really promote a healthy lifestyle to teens throughout the year.
As part of the selection process, entrants wrote and produced videos with the producers choosing Lauren's as one of the top 27 nationwide. Lauren then had to get the word out in order to gather votes.
The school really got behind me. Mr. Vetrano really helped by announcing it in the mornings and really just getting all the students and teachers.
Then the Power of 9 producers called Lauren on her 18th birthday to let her know she'd won.
So that was really exciting. It was a good birthday present. All of my friends and family, they were all really, really excited. All the people that voted, it just all really paid off, and it was a really exciting experience. Saturday was the photo shoot all day. I want to say it was like 10 hours. They would redo the poses like every 5 minutes or so. They must have taken at least like 500 pictures throughout the whole day. Each of the girls had their own like hairstylist, so they would each get their makeup done and then get your hair done. And it was just really cool because being, regular teenage girls, we don't usually get that experience.
While modeling may be new for Lauren, it's her experience as an intern at Channel 13 that she says really made a difference for her during the shoot in New York City.
Afterwards, they were like, what are you studying? And I was like, oh, broadcast journalism. And they were like, you're in the right field. I was like, good.
During the next year, Lauren will have a unique opportunity to showcase her skills as a journalist. As part of her responsibility as an ambassador for milk, she will be writing a blog at 17.com about the importance of drinking milk. Another young lady in our school district has also made the national scene as a top 40 finalist in this year's Doodle for Google contest. Lake Harbor Middle School student Reagan Young's artwork was selected from more than 107,000 entries as part of a competition that asked K-12 students to redesign the Google logo for a day. Channel 13's Tiger Edwards paints a picture of this accomplishment, starting with special congratulations from the Google judges.
Even though I see doodles every day, I was totally impressed with your drawings, and I'm looking forward to seeing who emerges as our national winner.
Her mom was just so excited to hear the news and to know that her artwork, just her artwork alone, is going to be put out there and for everyone to see.
And Google noticed, sending representatives to Lake Harbor to present Reagan with a 5-foot by 8-foot banner featuring her artwork.
So, Reagan, out of 107,000 submissions, you're a top 40 finalist. How does that feel?
It was really fun. It's like really fun to do it.
That good news was an illustration of the time and effort Reagan put into her project.
Each student comes up with different ideas, and I give it as homework. Then they come in with preliminaries, and we talk about them again. And then they come in for what we call our tweaking session where we all try to get them finished and sent out.
The completed project was one of 52 that came from Lake Harbor.
My class is 4 through 6. I teach techniques, so it is a good time for me to do contests when I'm teaching techniques. So this is the second year we've done the Doodle contest.
Yet Reagan's success was not totally unexpected.
Her artwork is super, and she is an awesome student all around. She's an all-around great kid.
She is very talented, and she really works very hard.
Characteristics that earned this 6th grader a trip to New York, along with the 39 other regional winners, where the overall winner was announced.
This is probably my proudest moment for my kids. I mean, they win contests, but not national contests like this.
Not only did this young artist's depiction fit the Google bill, it obviously came straight from the heart.
I thought the monkeys were just so cute, and then when you could, saw the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
I decided to draw this because in the perfect world there would be no evil.
Tiger Edwards, Channel 13.
Another Lake Harbor Middle School student, Grace Gallagher, was named a state finalist in the 4th through 6th grade category of the Doodle for Google competition. And Fontainebleau High students Mason Watson and Rebecca Cumming were also named state finalists in the 10th through 12th grade category. Channel 13 offers its congratulations to all of these talented artists. Now from our Prep Zone Sports Department, Channel 13's Tiger Edwards brings us up to date with Northshore alum and Tulane basketball player Tiffany Aidoo.
Don't fly by. If you fly by on the contest, you take yourself out of rebounding position. And Tulane's done a great job of penetration right there and staying on the offensive glass.
How about that move by Tiffany Aidoo from Slidell, Louisiana?
The first time I saw Tiffany, the thing that stood out to me is just how aggressively she played. And throughout her college career, that has remained true.
And Coach Stockton would see another indescribable asset.
Whether it was biddy ball, whether it was AAU, whether it was for a high school team, that she always won. And she just had that competitive nature that was going to come out, and it was going to be contagious to whoever her teammates were. Those intangibles sometimes are what separates the good players from the great players.
Yet her coach also took note of her scholastic proficiency.
I know her high school was such a strong academic school, and also she was a very good student there. I know she was academic all-state. Those things were clear from the very beginning.
Those credentials in hand, Tiffany asserted herself early in her career.
I think Tiffany's ability to play defense, and I talked about her aggressiveness and just how hard she played the game, got her on the floor very early in her career. I mean, she played as a freshman, which we had a conference championship team.
I think the first semester it was adjusting to the different type of, basketball, like just the flow of everything was just a lot harder.
But this was not something that would hold this student athlete back.
I think that she goes out there to win every game. And when I look at the success we've had since she's been here, I think she's influenced that. We always knew Tiffany was a good shooter, in a conference last year. I mean, she ranked in percentages. She ranked nationally in percentages.
With Tiffany Aidoo for Tulane.
But she was always working. She was always in the gym. She worked on her game. And in the last 2 years, she will go down as really one of the best shooters that ever played at Tulane.
One of my biggest influences was my brother Dennis. He started coaching me at a young age, taught me to be this player that, you know, never gave up and strived to be the greatest. I learned a lot from him.
Once there's one player you need to stay attached to, if you're UAB on the defensive end, it's Tiffany Aidoo, and UAB gets caught there, and you cannot allow number 23 on green and number 2 on white to get free looks at the basket. They're two of the most prolific shooters in this league.
While Tiffany set the Lady Green Wave record for three-point percentage shooting in a season, for her the opportunity of finishing her academic classes was significant.
I've had a great experience. My teammates were amazing. We traveled a lot. We've had great memories. There's nothing that could replace those memories ever. When you become a student athlete at a higher level in a university type setting, that you need to take advantage of what the school has to offer, not just athletically, but academically too.
Tiffany Aidoo brought her talents to Tulane, and when she leaves, her name will be firmly etched in the Lady Green Wave record book as the 23rd player to score 1,000 points. And she'll take a Tulane diploma. Tiger Edwards, Channel 13.
Tiffany's future plans include coaching basketball or possible graduate school. We wish her the very best. From Tulane University, we now travel back to Fontainebleau High School, where drafting students presented their senior projects based on the fictitious city of Avalon. Channel 13's Tiger Edwards was there for their presentations.
Legend tells us that Avalon is a place where King Arthur found his sword Excalibur. However, here at Fontainebleau High, Avalon is a perpetual study of a modern community that can only be found in one place.
Avalon has always been in my mind.
So Mr. Hinkle challenges his students to take his idea and put it down on paper. They do so by enhancing what previous classes have designed, update it, and even add to it through leadership, problem solving, and collaboration.
It's a year-long project promoting design, and it makes use of a concept called project-based learning. They get together in very small groups, and we give them the large task.
There was a lot of group collaboration in terms of optimal placement of certain things and how to to integrate everything together.
I've had to work with a lot of people that I'm not used to working with. So it was very interesting, difficult. Adding new people to the group halfway through the year, keeping them into the culture of what we're doing.
Leadership showed up too. In my mind, there were people I thought would be leaders. As is often the case, new leaders showed up, which was great. So we built new leadership.
This is a complex skill set that these students will be able to use in the near future and beyond.
So team building skills, the ability to work inside with diverse groups, with diverse ideas, to take everyone's idea and bring it to a better place without necessarily having one idea being dominant, is a skill set that they have worked on and they've really done well with. So that's going to be a big help in the world of work and then certainly in school.
It's given me, an understanding of how this whole collaboration is going to work and it's going to come together in the future.
Yet there are other important skills that they will take with them when they leave this class.
They've utilized several different CAD packages which are used in industry in the design process. And I was really impressed that at such a young age that they're learning how to utilize those tools.
Well, the students use 3 programs. They use the state-of-the-art AutoCAD computer-aided drafting program. We use Google SketchUp, which is a very user-friendly 3D imaging program. And we use SolidWorks. And SolidWorks is taught in the LSU and all the engineering schools around the country.
With all these tools in hand, how did these seniors fare with the judges?
I really was impressed with the depth of design that they came up with and the features with as far as the solar and the water conservation and green building methods that they utilized on the designs.
High marks from the experts, but how did the students benefit from this process?
Learned a lot about just people in general and how to work with them.
Actually, most of the stuff that I take away from this class is probably the preparation that it's going to give me for the future.
Tiger Edwards, Channel 13.
Mr. Hinkle tells us that next year his drafting classes from Lakeshore High will collaborate with his classes at Fontainebleau High to keep the Avalon project alive. Technology was the highlight for the June Committee as a Whole meeting held recently at the C.J. Shane Administrative Complex. IT Director Louis Bouillon shared the latest on the district's Information Technology Department, including additional security camera installation, the number of wireless points now in place, and updates about the district's student information system. Channel 13 showed their annual end of the school year video, chronicling many of the important events that were covered throughout the year, from the swearing-in ceremony of Superintendent Trey Folse to the hats off of our graduating seniors at our commencement ceremonies. Supervisor of Curriculum and Instruction Julie Mott presented eLights, the annual instructional technology update. Board members were invited to participate in 4 hands-on learning centers that highlighted iPod and iTouch technology, use of interactive whiteboards, blogging, and newsmaker software. Thanks for watching this edition of Chalk Talk. For information about our broadcast schedule, to watch Charter Channel 13's live stream on the internet, or to view or download our shows on video on demand, please go to our school system website at stpsb.org and follow the link to Channel 13. A new channel guide feature allows our charter viewers to see what's on the air and program their DVR. For AT&T UVerse subscribers, you can find us on Channel 99. Join us now for the sights and sounds of our board members as they explore the latest technology available in our schools.